Do we really need another podcast? Why do I need to trust you with my money?
Insurance has had a very bad perception in the past.
Who is at blame when it comes to a claim?
I'm sure so many cases in Akuja. What is that one case in Ushai handle that you thought, hey, this is a hard one?
Wow.
We're about to change how people view money, invest, how insurance works.
So one thing is you are supposed to do as a Kenyan, as a common mwananchi, is
Start writing, because this is a free school.
do you want to lose our reputation because of a simple claim, because of a simple investment?
I'm the one who have money, but I don't have knowledge.
The knowledge.
Find yourself, you trust everything they tell you.
So anytime you want to make such very fundamental decisions in life,
So insurance nasikianga, there are so many stories that hey, insurance yangu wamekawia.
Really?
What happens kwa hiyo period ya kukawia? Now, I know, man, the same question you're asking yourself is the same question I asked myself. Do we really need another podcast? But when I was told it's about money, nikasema hapo niko ndani. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is King Kaka and welcome to the Blue Mic. Any podcast about money, demystifying a lot of things about investment, insurance. Najua saa zingine ni topic boring. But I have amazing Kenyans with me. Na nataka kujua ukweli. Unajua hii pesa pia ni ngumu kupata.
kabisa.
Na tukipata tutaki muipoteze on our behalf.
Yes.
So acha kwanza tujue who's handling our money, and me I'm a curious Kenyan. Sindio?
Yeah.
Wa Kenya niko hapa na nyinyi.
The curious king.
Vile wewe uko na mimi. So I suggest kwanza, kama you're watching the podcast, chukua karatasi, kalamu, start writing, because this is a free school. Okay, utanunua bundles. Na kama uko na wifi uta-connect, but this is a free school. From that end,
My name is Concepta Ayuma. I love all topics on money, and I'm the head of business development at Britam Asset Managers.
Hi, my name is Patrick Makanga. I'll be talking to you about how you can protect yourself, your assets, and those you love.
My name is Shelmith Waithira, and I'm here to understand the difference of investment and insurance.
All right.
so me and Shelmy tuko same na Wakenya wenye wana watch.
Kabisa.
I think you guys now nyinyi ndo mko on spot, right?
Yeah.
We want to know, kwanza, before you even start, what's the difference between investment and insurance?
All right.
It's okay. I'll take it up.
Mhm.
And because you are addressing so many Kenyans, just in a nutshell, in summary, investment is multiplication of assets. Insurance is protection, in a nutshell. Yeah.
We'll basically just look at it from that transferring risk from you to us. Yeah, that's basically it.
Hey, unajua kwanza kupata pesa ni ngumu sana with this economy. Ama it's ni story, because I was just telling someone the other day, when you say pesa imepotea, jiongelele. There's
That's
someone who's importing a 30 million car, 40 million car. So kwa sisi wakulima wadogo wale tunajenga yetu na wale wanajenga mingi,
yeah.
why do I need to trust you with my money?
I'll take it up.
Yeah.
So I want to understand, when you say trust me, you mean the company or you mean the person? The company.
Because you are the company.
Yes,
the
yes,
person is the
the
company,
company,
right?
yes.
So mimi nikitafuta hata when I'm calling customer care,
Yeah.
I talk to a person.
Exactly.
So
Uh-huh.
nimetafuta pesa and I'm bringing to you guys. I say, hey, either I want insurance or I need investment.
Yes. So anytime you want to make such very fundamental decisions in life, as you rightly put it, kutafuta pesa ni ngumu, na pia kuiweka ni ngumu zaidi.
Yes.
Because you find people wametafuta pesa, they've really hustled, they've made money, but even how to put that money is equally a very, it's a hard task. So one thing is you are supposed to do as a Kenyan, as a common mwananchi, is one, look for a company that is reputable. A reputable company has so many aspects. Of course, tunaangalia tenacity, imekuwa hapo kwa muda gani. Yeah, for example, Britam, we've been there for the last 60 years. You look at governance, because we have structures. Yeah, we just can't take your money and misplace your money, okay? So again, look for a company that has been trusted based on the governance. Number 3, look at, I usually say, sometimes if you want to trade with a person or with a company, look for a person who has so much to lose. Yeah, we are like in 7 countries. Sasa unaelewa hii story ya street. Kuna msee unakuwa na yeye anakupiga selfie. Kesho yake ukiamka uko kila mahali
Ameenda kaka caption yake. Asimjui.
So of course work with someone that has so much to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can imagine we are in 7 countries. Do you want to lose our reputation because of a simple claim, because of a simple investment? Yeah, so look at all those aspects. Yeah, a company that has been there, done that, tried and tested.
I'll be the devil's advocate kabla tuende mbali sana. I want to know. I'm sure so many cases inakuja. And Shelmy is with me. Sindio?
Yeah.
What is that one case yenye ushai handle, either of you, that you thought, hey, this is a hard one?
Wow.
Before even he says, because he's an expert in insurance, what brings about all these scenarios in insurance? Because you see, when there's a claim, huwa kunakuwa na scenarios, so many scenarios. And what brings about those scenarios is lack of clarity.
Yes.
Because insurance has had a very bad perception in the past. I usually say this. I hope my mom is not listening to this. My mom knew, like, only 5 years ago, I'm in the insurance industry. He used to tell me, what to insurance? Mtoto wangu asifanye insurance.
Na
So you can...
umwambi, unanyamaza.
Mimi niko nafanya bank, lakini ni
Okay.
bank assurance. You can take over.
I'm still laughing at that bit, but let me tell you something, King. Claims are many. Kuna zingine hata tukisema hapa inaweza kwa kuchoma, because I mean there are many. But I think what I would want to first and foremost echo from what Concepta has mentioned is look at it from this perspective. Who is at blame when it comes to a claim? I would always say, from your perspective, who do you think is to blame for a claim?
If the system is straightforward, inafaa imalizike haraka. True or false?
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, me and person X, we get into an accident.
Yeah.
Sindio?
Yes.
So now I need to call my insurance.
Kweli.
So insurance nasikianga, there are so many stories that, hey, insurance yangu wamekawia. What happens kwa hiyo period ya kukawia?
Why I ask that question is, a claim is brought about by a risk, which no one knew about first. A risk is an occurrence, for instance, yeah? Britam is a company which, before it even sets up some of those policies, ni kitu zimeandikwa vizuri na zimeenda IRA na zimepitishwa. Hii policy yenyu inafanyaga hivi. So
let's agree kwanza one thing before you continue. Ukisema IRA, stop using things we don't.
Mazota nisamea ni tabia.
Najua una flex.
Acha niache hiyo story mazee. Ilikuwa lazima nikaepoa. Kuna mdosi wangu wako hapa.
Najua ndosi anasema
jamaa anajielewa.
But tunaongea mimi and Shelmy. Tunataka kujua.
Sawa, acha nirudi chini kidogo. Kitu nilikuwa nataka kusema nikisummarize, claims ni mob. Na we exist to pay claims. Hiyo ndio job yetu. Tukicollect do, lazima to keep promise yetu. Na hata ukiangalia magazeti over the last couple of let's even talk of last year. I won't name the clients but we are trending everywhere because you are settling very huge claims with some huge golf courses or golf institutions. Huge claims, yeah? And we exist to pay claims. Na hiyo ni kitu moja tumejulikana across the industry. Hii kitu inakuwaga inaharibika hapa. Kama the guy who is using the product, tuonge juu ya gari.
Okay.
So you get maxi usiku.
Yes.
So unajua mali ulikuwa umetoka.
Usiku kuna mambo mingi.
Alafu unafika home na hiyo gari vile imesha chapa. Ngware ukirauka, unaenda stage. Unapiga stage ni place ingine wase uenda asubuhi. Wakipata accident. So let's assume you go to the police station.
Yes.
And then because you know what state you are in.
Yes.
You cook a story about the accident.
Yes.
Hiyo kitu ikikam kwetu kuna sasa wase wamesomea hiyo story.
They will investigate.
Kabisa.
Hata unaanza tu kwa na inconsistency ndogo.
Story iflow.
Alafu naambiwa hii kitu wacha tuingishe investigator. Unajipata.
So hapo ndo delay inatokeaga.
Sasa hapo ndio mashida utokea. Lakini I tell you, in fact say Britam tunaangalia madamage na AI. Buda assessment yetu ni through AI. Unaingia place ya kuchekiwa gari kabla hata umalize kupigia na story ya vile kulienda jana. Maze unaambiwa enda kwa garage fulani after very few minutes. Na hiyo ni kitu iko kwa ground.
Interesting.
Yeah. So what in summary, claims that are straightforward, not only in Britam, any reputable company.
Yes.
Hakunanga issue.
They are settled haraka.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Now, if I have an insurance for my car, and do you say like if you are to pay, this is the condition. Like you said, if I was drunk,
Yeah.
maybe something I know where I was coming.
Mm.
But as a client, why do I cover my car if I was to be at home every minute? So I don't know if it makes sense, because these are the things which sometimes as a client we miss. You are not sure you're not supposed to drive when you are drunk.
Yeah.
Or maybe you give someone your car and they called you and told you we have got an accident. And maybe even this person, maybe even they didn't have an driving license.
Yeah.
What happened to such a case?
You know, Shelmy, that's a very good perception. And let me give you a very simple way of looking at it. First of all, it's not Britam that tells people not to drink and drive. It's the Kenyan government.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's basic knowledge.
it's actually illegal.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
illegal, yeah.
Alafu ile kitu moja naweza sema, na nimepick up kama hiyo kitu ya labda ati kuna mjamaa na drive gari na ana DL ama umepatia mtu
Ama
mwingine
imeexpire.
ama imeexpire and so on and so
Yeah.
forth. I do agree that we have to really have a very consistent conversation as an industry,
Yeah.
and even maybe as the stakeholders, ataka gava.
Yes.
I think kunafaa kukuwa na vitu basic zina need kurudiwa over and over again. Kama especially kikuja vitu kama motor insurance.
Okay.
Probably there needs to be better member education about some of the things that are do's and don'ts. And it, just as Shelmy mentioned, inaweza kuwa rahisi sana for wase kujua shida iko wapi.
True.
And not only in motor insurance. As a company, when let's say you take a cover, any cover, not motor only, first point of reference obviously is the guy who sells you that cover.
Okay.
Britam expects that guy to be conducting themselves in a particular way, to give you all information material that is related to that business.
Okay.
That's the expectation of the company.
Yes.
Further to that, ukisha transact, Britam itakutumia policy document. Also, the expectation is unaweza kuwa umepitia labda. And even further to that, we sometimes even follow up with a message or email or consistent communication about the thing that you have.
Okay.
So that it's a consistent thing.
Communication iwe clear.
Unaijua. Now, ndio ya muhimu sana. Saa zingine hata unajua ukilipa premium sahi Britam, King najua uko na policy na sisi.
Mimi niko na nyinyi lakini bado nataka kujua.
Najua.
Yes.
Sahi ukituma policy ulipe premium yako sahi, yani ile ndio unalipanga.
Yes.
2 seconds later utapata message kwa phone yako. Make sure umelipa hii do.
Yes.
Na ulilipa hivi.
Yes.
So that transactions zetu ni very open end to end. Naona?
Okay.
Now, the only thing that I agree, probably we need to be very, very vigilant about that. Tunanid yenyewe kuweka maanani.
Measures.
Hiyo conversation end to end.
Yeah.
Na my clients, even about the most basic things.
My research and what nime discover.
Yeah.
My opinion. I feel the awareness from
You're right.
is not there.
It's not there.
Let's just be honest.
Actually, let me say this. When the client is speaking with the agent, we are like two people who come from different worlds.
Yeah.
You have knowledge.
We have the knowledge.
But I'm the one who have money, but I don't have knowledge.
The knowledge.
Like you find yourself, you trust everything they tell you.
Yes.
So you say, okay, since this is the way it works, take the money.
Yes.
Then let alone myself, I do not understand the policy, the way it works, how it's supposed to be. Secondly, if the client maybe has a problem, do you people take time and to call and know this client, can we find out what is going on with them because they are not making either their payment? Because every person who comes to join an insurance or to invest or to buy an insurance, it is because they are trying to see a better tomorrow, right? And sometimes things can happen between. Do you people have like a group of people who try to reach out to your client, or you trust the agent, they are the one to do all this work?
Shelmy, that's a very good perspective. And as a client, I'm a client, both in Britam and elsewhere. I don't think there's anything that I would want more than to be felt and to be listened to, not just to have a hit and run type of conversation. We have the customer family at the center of that conversation. And this conversation doesn't start only from the transaction. Before we put these guys out there to represent us, and we have an army of incredible people who are out there, they first have to go through a robust training. And it starts with now the Blue Eagle Sales of Excellence. We call it that. Catchy.
It's an academy.
Yes.
And what we intend to do is when these guys go out there, first, in fact, even before you come to Britam, after the training, you also have to get licensed by the government. Because there's also a check there that, do you even know what you're putting out? So you get licensed.
Okay.
Then we go through rigorous training that now guys will go there and be customer facing. I do agree. You can't save everyone.
True.
There could be 2-3 instances where someone maybe misrepresented the company
Yes.
or just made a mistake.
Okay.
And we try to go with the making a mistake bit because as much as possible that could be. So when a mistake actually happens, there are repercussions or reprieves from the company side. But even deeper to what she asked about, do we take time to get in touch with clients and whatnot? There's a very, very end-to-end system that actually takes care of that. And I think I'll let Concepta just talk about it even from her side for you to understand how that flow goes.
Okay.
Yeah, and even from a policy perspective, apart from policies and investments, any new customer that we have in our books, we have a very robust contact center. They will call you, ask you about if you're satisfied with the product that you are sold to, the premiums, were you served well. So that is usually done within 0 to 2 weeks.
Okay.
So we have an end-to-end, an end-to-end. Any new customer in our books.
So when you say premium, mi niko hapa sababu ya Kenya. Hata kujua hii premium ni nini.
Okay.
And then I had a case. A friend of mine alikuwa analipaga policy.
Yeah.
Right? Then akafika mahali akalemewa. What happens to the money alikuwa analipa? Imepotea? Anaweza recover aje? What's the issue? Sababu labda ameka the bank deducts money every month.
Sawa.
Mambo imemlemea.
Mambo imekuwa noma.
What happens? Kuna mali ataendelea ama imekunywa maji?
Unacheki vile umesema best yako alikuwa analipa premium, alikuwa analipa monthly.
Yes.
Sasa hiyo ndio premium.
Hiyo ndio premium. Wakenya mmesikia premium.
Sasa hiyo ndio premium.
Pesa ya insurance.
Hiyo pesa ya
kulipa insurance.
For your cover una get. Just simplified.
Okay.
Inaweza kwa every month.
So let me get it. So there is a difference of premium and policy.
Okay. Wacha niweke hivi. Policy. Policies zinaweza kwa mob. Jina dependent na ni cover gani. Unaona?
So
let's assume
policy ni ka package.
Tuite product.
Okay.
Tuite tu product.
Product.
Product ya moto. Shafanya kila kitu, weke kizungumiki hapo, hiyo ni policy ya moto.
Ya moto.
Pale kwa
product ya education, hivyo hivyo, unaona? So ile solution tumekuge inaweza kwa hiyo policy. Ile do unalipanga either monthly ama kani medical unalipa mara moja
mwaka
premium.
Ama hata for the car,
even for
the vehicle.
Like now for me, my understanding,
yeah,
when you mention insurance, I know I'm supposed to pay once.
Yeah.
Like medical insurance. Maybe if I want to pay yes, but so even this one we pay every month, it can be an insurance.
Yes. And in fact, maybe you have something that you need to pay. Let's
all the life policies.
Like 20K.
Okay.
Britam gives you such flexibility. Like you have an education policy for 20K, but you don't have the 20K as at a go. If you go to, we have a customer portal or an app that a customer can get into. You can even pay those premiums pole pole. Jaze alafu imezwe mara moja kama installment.
Okay.
But what you raised is a very fundamental question. When you're talking about jamaa alikuwa analipa premium, alafu akalemewa.
Yes.
My products zimechange siku hizi. You have those products that we call them conventional, forget that long word, products. But sahi products zenye tunapush kama kampuni, hakuna client anafaa kusema do yake sijui imelost wapi.
Okay.
Those products, the products that we're having now, like kuna moja kali inaitwa Soma Sure. Na kuna ingine kali zaidi inaitwa Nawiri.
Yes.
Soma Sure.
Okay.
Wajikivile ni kali. Soma Sure.
Umejaribu hapo kwa kunemu.
Na kuna ingine inaitwa Nawiri.
Nawiri.
Hakuna policy yote Britam yenye conversation inafaa kuisha na client amepoteza do.
The fear that people have based on policies na products that you have. Mtu anasema, okay, I'm willing to kutoa this 20k every month. But I'm not sure in the next 1 year, kama I'll be able to afford the 20k. So that's why most people, even the perception, people are afraid. I'm like, okay. And then unawambia in the next 5 years, ndo ndaanza sasa kukulipa, wanze kulipa shule.
Kumekuwa na hiyo.
Unaogopa. And that's why most people now are afraid. They're like, wacha niketu pesa hapa chini ya mattress, ningoje flood.
Na hiyo kitu inaitwa product positioning. I'm sorry, Shelmith. The thing of product positioning is very important. And again, King, we are not going to run away from the fact that we really need to up our game with how much we can be able to even instill better skills in our people and even us as individuals. We can't run away from that. Because positioning the product the right way is very important. Staki kupoteza hiyo point ya hizi products zenye ziko mpya sahi. They're called unit-linked investments.
Okay.
Forget about the technicality of the name, but there are products right now where either ataka unachukua education ama saving. Hakuna siku utakuja Britam usemeniaje nimelemewa na upigiwe story. Ndo yako kai ilikuwa imefika 5,000 ni 5,000 plus interest. Unashika?
Okay.
Na hata kaa kuna ile yenye ina need kuwe na any form of conversation hapo katikati, at the bare minimum ganji yako to a great if not total degree uko sure iko. Compensation ya hiyo ni element ya insurance pia imeenda down kidogo.
Okay.
Unaona?
Okay.
So focus ni on return.
Okay.
For lack of a better word. Alafu your party insurance imeenda. But yo wase usema policy ya 10 years ni refu.
Sindio? That's the mentality.
And especially the conventional product.
Yes.
Products like kitambo.
Yes.
But naje mtu let's say your risk ikifanyika after 1 month. Ama jamaa amelipa once. Naambianga ma clients wengi even back in the day hata nikianza hii job na nimeifanya for 14 years. So financial security and financial wellness ni kitu na understand like the back of my hand.
Okay.
Tunakuanga sana tunaongea as if we have the end in mind.
Yes.
Hata ukiambia mjamaa achukue pension,
unampeanga rewards, unamwambia in the next 5 years, and in the next 4 years.
Unashika. Tunakuanga si invest futuristic. Tuko sure tutakuwa hiyo siku. But that's where again insurance comes in. So what we have done with the product development is to find a hybrid where can you have your cake and eat it. So kuna product shift kali sana. And sasa ile tunanitu kuduni kuendelea kupiga kelele juu hiyo stuff.
Watu wazijue. Shemi alikuwa na swali.
By the way, this one I will go for maybe something like for education. Let's assume I wanted to save money for my son or my daughter. And na nimelemewa. But naweza prefer ile product yenye niko nayo penye nitaremewa even if maybe labda nilikuwa nimesave like 500 but sitaki nipatiwe hiyo pesa but nataka nikikuja hiyo 5 years later I get this amount of money. Are there anything like that? Because I don't want to surrender the policy, but I cannot continue.
Okay.
But I prefer like even if my aim was to get 3 million, I know I will get now 1 million. Is it possible?
The answer is a big yes. When you look at our current offering for, and by the way, look at it this way. Unaona, one of the things that inaweza kufanya understand pia level yako ya vile unataka ku invest ama kuchukua hizi products, you would want to also consider where you are in your life cycle. For instance, from zero to 20 inakuanga dependency phase. You're a loss-making entity. 20 to 40 ni accumulation phase. Na vitu kadhaa unaweza do hapa na pale. Hata risk appetite yako iko juu kidogo.
True.
Unaweza ingia hizi unajua tuwezi sema majina mob. Unaweza ingia hizi
machoche.
Na hata ukigongwa na risk unajibrush off na unawacha tuingie. Ulienda Quails, ukaenda Mtama, ukatoka huko ukaingia Bitcoin, ukatoka huko ukaingia kampuni fulani sasa hii inalipa wase. So kuna vitu mob unaweza do. Unaona? Alafu 40 to 60 risk yako inaenda chini. Na pia hapo tuseme kama uko na watu hii at that age, pia unakuwa a bit intentional about it. Wacha ni angalia hiyo, nataka uget your context ndio from Shelmith's perspective.
Yes.
quality education is the best gift you can give a child.
True.
True.
But unfortunately, quality education needs quality planning.
It's expensive.
And it's expensive.
Yes.
Yeah.
So kama unataka kujenga growth path ya huyo mtoi ya education, lazima uwe intentional about it. That is exactly why, I'll repeat, the new setup of products that we have, when a parent has already seen that and they want to give that child that gift, we cannot allow a conversation like the parent coming to say, dozangu zimeenda wapi.
Okay.
So, Shelmy, kuna products mob. Hiyo kitu inaitwa Soma Sure. Soma Sure. Sure. Lazima mtoi asome.
Ni sure bet.
Lazima mtoi asome. Lakini haikualau ati useme sainda kama niweke do hapa alafu nilenge. Bado una encouragewa kuweka.
Yeah, true.
Very much. But ukilemewa kama ni 500,000 iko hapo, itaendelea kugrow interest. Hakuna saa utakuja uambiwe story zingine. In the case of your friend, 6 months in, maybe someone has taken a policy for education or just a saving.
Yes.
And then akirudi anaambiwa ni aje, hiyo siwezi endelea nini. Hiyo ndio lecture nimesema, as a company kumekuwa na product shift kali sana.
Okay.
These policies, hizi my education plans zimekuwa zinasotwa say in our case for 60 years.
Okay.
Some of those policies, they are conventional, zimebaki tu vile zilikuwa, but they serve a purpose. Some of us tulienda chuo na hizo mapolicy. Lakini client wa sahi anataka place, anaweza angalia do yake ikigrow labda.
True.
Anataka kuona nikirudi juu sina do juu ya job after 3 months nikirudi tuendelee tu ama something like that.
True.
So ile kitu inakuanga inafanyika in those cases. Those old products zilikuwa zina focus sana on risk. So unapata kuna do mob, unaweza ambiwa most of those products by the way ilikuwa kama hujalipa until 3 years. Policy yako ina value hapo katikati.
Manze.
Unashika? Assumption ilikuwa hivi. Na unajua pia because naona hii forum ni ya wase wangwana. Tuiangalie from both ways. Ama?
Okay.
Ulikuwa unalipa 10,000 ukisema kitu ikinifanyikia mtanilipa mita.
Yes.
Sawa?
Yes.
Na ungelipa 2 months ingekuwa how much? Sin 20k.
Yes.
Alafu tuseme kitu ifanyike, in this case wacha tuseme loss of life. Kampuni ingetemeka dongapi? Mita.
Yes.
So
that's what it was
Yes.
promised.
That's what was promised.
Yes.
So in that case, Britam cannot go somewhere and say, hey, maze, mlikuwa mmelipa 20,000 peke.
What was promised has to be delivered.
We'll take the hit. Unaona? Lakini sasa, hiyo mambo kuna wase wengi wamebenefit. Kuna wase wengi sana wamebenefit, but yes, it could come at a cost. Some products would cover critical illness. Some products could cover disability and of course loss of life. But sahi, hiyo conversation imechange. Na ndio tumesema tumereact.
Okay.
There are people, by the way, kuna watu bado hizo ndio products zao.
Mpaka leo. That's what I believe in, that's what I trust.
Mimi na buy risk. Mimi sina shida mob ndio kado yangu kwa fund ingine ya kudilio
So
interest.
from Kenyan, nimegather from the conversation that we're having is now there's been an adjustment to how products were, and then based on how the economy is and how people are even earning money, you guys have adjusted. Based on neza kosa, neza pata, but my intention is still there.
Yes.
Nataka eventually I want to protect myself.
Kuna hiyo
But I don't have the full ability.
Yeah.
So inamaanisha kuna ability from your end to accommodate.
100%.
Hata saa zile sina.
100%.
Well, that's impressive.
Yeah.
That's
and
impressive.
more importantly, even some of those products have been clustered. They can cover the king. They can cover the guy who just has a little.
Middle, chini, juu.
Kila mtu
ako na product yake.
Mm.
So we are talking insurance and investment. So na need kuinvest how much ndo nianza kupata returns? If someone who's watching at home na yako na yeye ni mse wa mjei. Si ndio? You know what mjei is, right?
I know mjengo. Mjei is mjengo.
Impressive. Hey, now we're headed somewhere. So kuna someone who has just stumbled on this episode, and ako home. And then I feel like, so long insurance and investments. Mi hapa kwa M-Pesa yangu ama kwa nini yangu, kwa bank account yangu, niko na 3K, niko na 5K. Does it apply, ama do I need to skip this episode?
Yes.
And at what point will my 5,000 shilling start making money for me?
Okay. Hey, King, that's a very good question. Even before I answer the question, number one, investments and insurance complement each other. They don't compete. Because most of the time, unapata mtu anakuuliza nianze na gani, nianze na insurance ama nianze na investments. They don't compete, they complement. Because njua moja iko largely on protection, right?
Yes.
The other one is now investments, multiplication. For
On
example,
growth, yeah.
you can buy a policy, which is a very good policy in Britam. In 3 months, you want the money. Can you get the money? You'll not get value for whatever you bought.
Yes.
But now investments inakupatia hiyo agility and flexibility to access your money as and when. Sometimes you have goals. Unataka, for example, kutoa mahari by December. You want to buy a car, to buy a phone, whatever it is, short-term goals. It gives you that leeway to invest money right now with an aim of accessing that money, either partly or all of it within 6 months. So for example, if you want short-term goals, if you have short-term goals, we have solutions for that. If you have long-term goals, again, we have solutions for that. Minimum amount, imagine 1,000 bob.
Ndio nilikuwa nataka
Tao.
kuuliza. Unajua umesema vitu
Tao.
mingi. I was about hii swali yangu hujajibu.
Tao.
Give.
Tao.
Tao.
Imagine ni tao.
Hebu nipe dynamics za 1,000 bob. I have 1,000 bob. I've just called
Okay.
Britam.
Game investment
Cheki.
inakuanga hivi.
Niko na thao hapa.
Utapata how much?
Yeah.
Wewe ni Mkenya halisi.
Yes.
Sasa sikia, game investment inakuanga hivi, game investments. Number 1, start early. Number 2, the more the merrier. The more the amount, the more you earn. So mtu anaeka tao, huwezi pata pesa the same kama mtu anaeka 1 million. So
True.
unaelewa? Ni kama tu stock hata ya kibanda.
Yeah.
Mtu akona stock mingi ya kibanda, akona sukuma, akona nini, atapata domob. Lakini
Tutaingilia huko
get-
kwa 1 million. Nipe,
So-
nataka walk me through. Month 1, month 5, month... Are we
okay,
talking
sikia.
20 months?
Sasa sitakwambia the exact amount, sina hizo figures offhead, lakini just know any amount you put in our investment vehicles, you get interest on a daily basis. It's on a daily compounding basis.
Okay.
Interest minimum is 1,000 bob. So any mwananchi can actually afford 1,000. Hata ukiamua kusave so per day before usanye 1,000, honestly something that you can achieve. So minimum investment amount ya kuanza ni tao. Ya kutop up ni so. Imagine.
Ya kutop up ni so.
So moja. So
Mtani
you can
ni
even have a 100 bob challenge every day.
mtani ni
Mwaka ikianza wase wanazanga, daily challenge. Ati?
Nut.
Ngat inaitwa?
That ni
Nut.
Oh, ngat.
Ngat, eh.
Top up amount ni ngat.
Now,
I love it. Shelmith.
yes.
Uliza.
Sasa hii swali nataka kuuliza, ni rafiki yangu aliniuliza and I would like kuuliza pia. Tuseme I have amount of money, like I have 5 million. And this 5 million, I want to invest with you where this money makes profit.
Yes.
But I have policy, like for education. Is it possible, like if I can lock this money for 10 years, this interest to be paying the policy?
Yes.
You do that?
And that is
Very
actually
good
what
question.
we do. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's what we do.
Okay.
Because unapata, especially right now, for the last 4 years, to experience a lot of changes in the market. Unapata, people want, and again, not everybody is cut for business.
Yes.
Unajua hivyo?
True.
It's not
True.
everybody is cut for business.
Kila mtu
People
ako na
say,
hiyo instinct.
that after a side hustle, we need to appreciate not everybody is cut for business. So you find people who have a lump sum, like you said, 5 million.
Yes.
Our vehicles, or rather our products, allow you to get a certain amount of interest per month. So that interest per month is what you can use to pay for the policies,
Okay.
what you can use to pay for your bills, what you can use to pay, for example, for your school fees. Unaona? So you can have actually a double-faced approach, but as
Okay.
investment. Unaweza chukua hiyo 5 million you deposit,
Yes.
monthly interest and lipa policy. That means by the end of 10 years or
Yes.
5 years or
You
7
get
years,
double.
you still have your policy in
Yes.
accumulator.
Yeah.
So you can actually just make this 5 million work for you through
Like
and
a
through.
capital.
Exactly.
So-
As a capital.
So, asking for the people,
Uh-huh.
is there one product yenye nani allow ni invest na nikuwa na hiyo insurance?
Yes.
Kali.
Yes.
Unacheki hizo product nimekuwa na
Tunasema,
kushow, ndio
Hizo zilikuwa unazi
basi
vouch for.
utakuwa na bonge la podcast ingine
Eh.
hapo.
Yes.
Tunazungumzia juu ya hizo
Wewe
product.
wacha
Okay.
tu.
I think tutapik episode huko mbele.
Wewe
Itabidi.
For now I think we can just do brushes.
Yeah.
Tujue ni nini na nini
Inaitwa
inaenda.
unit linked investments. Unacheki?
Okay.
Component ingine iko kwa insurance, ingine iko kwa investments. So unapata client anapata hybrid ya hizo mbili.
So I can choose, like I have 1 million. I want to deposit for my son's education, but every interest it will be going to. You don't have to send me to deposit, but it will work.
So kina Concepta
Okay.
hapa wanafanya
Oh.
kazi kali sana.
Wanaweka
My
weka
sample,
standing order
the
to-
number.
Kushia tu do kwa hiyo policy end to end.
Okay.
Na we kazi yako ni kutupatia hizo instructions.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
My other question is, life iko a certain period, right? And nimeandikwa job mahali and I'm making a certain amount of money, right? And things go south.
Yeah.
Companies are closing down, zingine zina come, right? And now I don't have money, na nime invest and I want access. What is the timeline? For example, kama ni investment nime make, and if I have an insurance product, what are the timelines? I need money now.
Okay.
I need to get back on my feet. Ama nijipange differently for me to just now see eventually ndarudi kwenyu, lakini sahi niko na ma rent, niko na ma ABCD.
Okay. So I'll take the investment part.
Yeah.
So you've invested with us.
Yes.
Yeah. And then something happens, you have an emergency. For example, flood. Sindio, unataka pesa haraka.
Yeah.
You request for your money in the morning, by evening you have your money.
Or same day?
Same day. Same day.
Hakuna zile sijui ngoja 3 business days.
Bora uko na tenje iko na charge.
So long as it doesn't. Tenje is what? TV, not radio. Tenje is radio.
Tenje is
I know.
Tenje ni mobile.
It's mobile now. It moved from radio.
Kutoka kwa radio.
The chain keeps moving.
Okay.
Usikae kwa kitu moja.
Okay. So long as uko na tenje, so long as uko na tenje, you initiate the transaction in the morning, so long as it doesn't fall on a weekend. Kama ni asubuhi, by June you have your money. If it's past 3 p.m., you get your money the following day. Yeah. It typically works like a bank account. But now, hii inakuwa la upate pesa, you earn your money. Bala kuka pesa yako kwa bank, I earn.
So the timeline is within the day.
Yes, within the day.
So let me ask this one. I had an insurance and I've got a problem and I want to get my money back. What happened?
You have an insurance.
Yeah.
By the way, I want wacha niambie King hiyo component ya kulose job.
Yes.
Tuitata retrenchment.
Yes.
Unachikizo policy na kushow.
Mm-hmm.
Kuna moja hata inakusort out kwa retrenchment for a couple of months.
Napenda vile uko focus na product.
Ndio, product kali na kushow.
Mpaka inakuwasha.
Hiyo ni gani pato?
Tuaje ndo tuirifa huko mbele.
Kuna unajua ni kitu kama in case uko retrenched hapa kuna months ka 6 hivi inaweza kupatia ka window kama premium.
Jisort na hii.
Yes, and by the way, wacha nikushow kabla hata tuongejwe hizi ma product mpya za insurance.
Yes.
During COVID, personally, kuna ma clients wangu wengi wali surrender policy zao. But surrender at that point was a blessing they never imagined. Una imagine labda umecontribute 4M ama 5. Lakini because of village policies imestructureiwa unaambia utaget 4M si 5. Lakini mshande yako ni half. Unatupenda ama utupendi saa hiyo? Kuna mita 4 roho safi. Chukua mita 4 yako iko. Lakini you know, it's the cost of convenience at that particular point.
Mm-hmm.
So surrendering has actually helped a lot of people. Hiyo kitu ya kuchukua policy yako ndio tuseme wewe ndio umeacha kulipa lakini umesukuma shift. Umesukuma hata miaka 8. Lakini at that point unataka hauna kuna kitu unataka. Majamaa usurrender hizo policy kuchukua kununua shamba.
Mtu anamkanga anasema I want my money. Wachana na hiyo 5-year plan. I want my money.
Anapigwa pressure na loan.
Yes.
Unamwambia hapa iko mita 3. Surrendering.
You said I've saved 5 million.
Surrendering.
But I want to surrender.
Yeah.
I will go home with 4 million.
No, hiyo ni example tu.
Oh.
Unaona policies hizi za kawaida in touch ndio ilikuwa ina connectiwa na swali ya King tuseme mtu amesave for 6 years. Lakini hiyo policy
was 10 years.
Unaweza surrender anytime after maybe 3 years or 2 years depending on the policy. Sasa tuite tuka example. Kuconnect na story yako.
Yes.
Lakini sasa hauna job na unataka hiyo do. Unajua in most cases haitakuwa ati unarudishiwa ile do uligeana. Hiyo ni ukweli.
True story.
Unaona?
Yeah.
Hiyo ndio insurance.
There was an agreement. Yeah, there was an agreement. Yeah.
Lakini at your point wewe hautaki story ya kupewa do fulani. Kitu unataka unataka do.
Niko stuck because even the reasoning behind when you put your money in these policies and my investment, Okay, I have a good intention. I'm protecting myself
Exactly.
and my future.
Yeah.
But hapa kitu imenipata
Ndio
janga.
hiyo.
And I have no nastaki pia kuchukua loan.
Ndio iko wapi? Mimi mwenyewe
Na mimi nikikumbuka mkona do zangu jo.
Mazi, mimi mwenyewe nikishow polisi zangu zimenisotaje, kama ni deposits za mavitu ama acquire assets ama kufanya ni mob, because tutaenda bank,
Yes.
si tutalipa interest, si uko na policy,
Yes.
si utai surrender,
Yes.
na do yote ni yako,
Yes.
unaenda wapi?
Okay.
Do yote.
Okay.
Ni kama msee akwambie niko naweza kupatia 1,000 lakini unirudishie ikiwa 1,500, ama wacha nikugeso 8 na usinilipe, utachukua nini?
That raises, before any answer, that raises a new
Angle
adjustment.
perspective, yeah.
For example, inamaanisha is this information when nyindo mko nayo peke yake, ama how often do you tell your consumers about this information? Tell them, okay, this is what's happening, but in the case of A, B, C, and D, based on this policy umechukua, this is what can be D, E, F.
Unajua tunaweza rudi tu kwa ile point ya kusema unaona hata chuo wase walifundishwa the whole year, lakini kuna si lazima kuna jamaa dunde exam,
lazima kuna namba 1 na lanyo,
si ndio? Na ni point moja fundamental sana.
Yes.
Britam ikituma wase nje, tuna expect saa zile conversation imeendelea na client, amepatiwa information end to
end.
Na hata after policy hapo imekuwa active, hata kuna simu unapigiwa kuulizwa ni aje, unajua umechukua nini, kuna callback.
I was
just to make sure that you understand, but we understand that sometimes the information can be a bit fluid. So one of the things that just vile alikuwa ameuliza earlier on, unaona hiyo app ya client.
Yes.
So hiyo ukifungua policy yako ufungue app, kila kitu unaweza fanya na hiyo app inakuwa imeandikwa hapo, including hadi vitu kama surrender.
So everything iko
na calculate ya value yako inaweza kwa dokai, unataka iende kwa M-Pesa ama utalipwa kwa bank, iko kwa app. Unaona? Na kama haiwezekani pia inakushow not this here iko available at this particular point. Kitu nasikia inafaa kukua, we are with you every step of the way.
Yes.
And I think to add to what Patrick is saying, and it's a challenge, I think, to all of us, insurance companies and all the stakeholders in this space, we need to do a lot of more and more knowledge and dissemination. Because sometimes when you say that, when you're taking a product, of course, utasahau, maybe. Utasahau. Yes, you take it, you sign it up, you have understood it, but sometimes you forget. So I think challenge to us to do a lot of knowledge, awareness and everything, and amplify. But at the same time, I'm just feeling, what about we do reverse learning, where we have testimonials even from clients?
Yeah.
You get? Because we only wait for maybe a bad feedback.
So that you try and
how
give
about
now
now we do it reversely? Because we have so many customers. Sometimes you go out here and people say, you're up for Britam. Niko na Britam ilisomeshia mtoto. Britam ilifanya hivi, nilipia gari. We have so many testimonies.
Yeah.
But you see, they're not amplified.
If we can get the dynamics around it,
so
because they're quiet. That's the other thing.
This is a challenge to us, So even as much as we're going to do more and more, but then we take the feedback. But how about testimonials, reverse learning, so that we get more and more customers coming with their testimony? Because sometimes you might find, if Patrick, my colleague, or myself, I come and tell you about a particular product, sometimes you even close your mind.
Because even now it sounds, the money talk, it's math.
It's math. Yes.
And let's admit, math was not a subject for everyone.
Sema tu for you.
I mean, you're going to Mangu every year. Unajua kulikuwa na ile math contest ya Mangu. I used to go every year.
Oh, so you're in Mangu?
No. Basi ujui maths. There was a math contest every year in Mangu.
Yeah.
Hiyo pepa ilikuwa ngumu, ilikuwa na 20 questions. Nani ngumu. There's a day I got 4 out of 20. When I went back to school on Monday, walineka mbele ya parade and they were clapping for me. They're like, one of our students alipata 4%. That's how good I was in math. Hiyo pepa ilikuwa ngumu. But I'm just saying, this money token, it's math.
Yeah.
How I think how now you guys can format this thing and just feed it to the people.
Yes.
Is what's the best way of saying Pythagoras theorem iko hivi,
Iko hivi,
but
yeah.
this is the best way you can understand
And
it.
especially if it's coming from a consumer who has benefited.
Yeah.
You know, now people can resonate and actually just relate. Ulifanya aje, ulipataje pesa, what did you go about it? But you see, if it comes from now, Sisi, it looks like you're trying to push maybe a product.
You know,
Yeah.
earlier on when I was saying we are with you every step of the way,
Mm.
it was somewhat to actually capture what she's just mentioned.
Mm.
Even the happy customer had difficult times with the big assets.
Before we're happy.
Yeah.
Difficult with a small d.
Yes.
For instance, if you want maybe to perform a transaction and maybe our systems have misbehaved that day, it does not mean that we have bad systems.
Yeah, true.
You understand? Now, kitu ulikuwa unasema ni look at it from the angle of saying what needs to happen from a long-term perspective is to have a relationship with that client through the entire
A personal
life
relationship.
cycle, such that client wako anafaa kukuambia ni aje nasumbuka na do na unafaa kukuwa in a position kumwambia by the way naangalia my investments zako hapa kuna ka deposit uko nako unaweza chukua kamita mbili.
Kabisa.
That's what we envisage our people on the ground to be doing. You understand? But maybe it's going to take a lot of training and also a lot of maybe even empowering our esteemed customers.
Okay.
Unajua kuna customers hata labda hawajui wako na app. Labda.
Okay.
Hawajui.
Exactly. Na hata wajui power ya app.
Exactly.
Hata mi kuna vitu nalana hapa. I think what I love about this sit down ni kama Shelmith said, we are learning, right? But we have episodes that we can now break it down. I would if we can even give people like a curriculum. I think the production team tunaweza kaa chini backend come up na curriculum tuseme episode 2 tutaongelea hii we give it, si ndio? Kwa sababu now I'm sure hatuwezi demystify vitu zote, sasa hatuwezi explain kila kitu sahi, but so far so good. Leo mi naweza take out, nimejua watu wangu unajua nimewachanua investment na insurance, lakini bado we will dive deep. Let's just knowing that there's a level of trust.
Yeah, for sure.
Ndio yangu metafuta in a certain way, si ndio?
Yes.
We are about to change how people view money, invest, how insurance works. Hizo ni vitu tu hazikuwa zetu. But I'm happy we're talking about it, si ndio?
Certainly.
Tell me anything before tumalize.
I will want to comment the same thing you have said.
Yeah.
The clients who are happy. Because, you know, I think when I'm talking to a fellow client, it is in comment, it is easier for me to understand.
True.
The client.
So if they can come and comment,
We'll do
their
that.
experience,
We'll do
that
that.
will help a lot.
Sindio?
We'll do that.
I think that's a very
Testimonials.
Testimonials is the way to go.
Planning, we are coming.
Ndio hivyo sasa, ladies and gentlemen, watu wangu wa machoche, watu wangu wa uptown.
Machoche is what? You said is what?
Machoche ni machuom.
Oh, machom. Yeah.
Unajua chuom?
Okay.
Chuom ni?
Chom is
ni
some
machoche.
machoche.
That's how we fail. Ladies and gentlemen, the blue mic. See you on the next episode as we discuss your money, your investment, and your insurance.
Thank you. Thank you.